What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Sound 71 here bringing another video. Today I'm bringing you a video regarding, what do you call it? Regarding the Power Rangers movie 2017. So the thing is that I came back from going to all my classes today, having to go to extra things as well, and expecting myself to just be able to do some work, relax, maybe eat some food, and be all set, and expecting no other news for the movie to come out. Well, more came out. Not to mention the only thing that really is unfortunate is that right now my better mic isn't working so well. So I need to go to the store this weekend and get that dealt with, which sucks because it's not easy to get downtown where I am. Yeah. Anyway, let's just say this much. Pretty interesting news. We got more stuff. You know, we already got the news about the posters and all that. We got news regarding the actor who is going to play Alpha 5. Yeah, Alpha 5. Who is he? Who's going to be playing Alpha 5? Bill Hader. So who is Bill Hader? You may wonder. You know, I don't know if everyone knows who Bill Hader is, but he's kind of a big name. You know. Bill Hader has done a lot of stuff on Saturday Night Live, so he's a big comedian, and that character is definitely a character where you could totally see a comedian being the actor behind it, which is great. You know, he was Fear in Inside Out, so that clearly tells you something. You know, he's no small actor. He's been Superbad. He's been in, you know, Saturday Night Live big time from like 2005, 2014. He was on it for years. That means he was in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He was Flint Lockwood. What else? He's been on Conan recently. He's been in Finding Dory, which just came out. He was in the BFG. He was in Angry Birds as Leonard. He was in Sausage Party. He's been in Star Wars as the BB-8 voice. So he's done a lot. He's been in South Park. I mean, he's a big deal. There's so many movies. He's been in Trainwreck. He's been in so much stuff over the years now. And I mean, I'm just naming some of it. He's been in Bob's Burgers. He's been in 22 Jump Street. He's been in a lot. So overall, this is pretty exciting because he's a pretty well-known voice actor, I guess. At least that's where I'm guessing I'm guessing what he's gonna be doing. I don't necessarily think that they'll make him have a human persona in the movie. I could see him more voice acting as Alpha 5, but they might try to do something interesting. I don't want to assume things, but that's what I'm guessing. Overall, I think that this is really exciting, and I think that it's great to finally know who Alpha 5 is played by. That means now we have Bill Hader, Elizabeth Banks. We have Bill Hader as Alpha 5, Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa, and Zordon as Bryan Cranston. That's pretty cool. That's a really cool cast list. Like, how often can you say that those actors are working together? Not that often. And the thing is that, you know, what is that? We have those actors, we have the core 5, and then we have all the supporting cast that's like important but like different. And it's good. I mean, look, that's 8 main characters right there. Now, does that mean that that's all we're getting from main characters? Personally, I don't expect that. I expect them to eventually announce someone to play the role of Goldar. I expect someone to play the role of like maybe Bulk and Skull. You know, I want to see actors for those two. I want to see who's gonna play Goldar or who's gonna play some other villains. Because, you know, we've gotten like the core good guys now. Now let's get some important minor characters and more villains. And let's see where we go from there, you know? Because I would love to see, because we're getting closer and closer to getting, like, the majority of the main cast. And if we could just get a little bit more, it could be really cool. And it's already looking cool, and we're going to be getting a trailer in, like, the next 3 weeks, not even, maybe, like a little more than 2 weeks now. And everyone's already excited. This adds to it, so, you know, it's cool. I think that Bill Hader is going to be a really nice addition. I think that, you know, seeing how it works, seeing how he does the voice will be awesome. I'm curious. You know, obviously I'll compare it to Richard Horvitz, who was the voice of Alpha 5, and also for those that are fans of Invader Zim, which there is a fan base for sure, which is a very popular show. It's an old Nickelodeon cartoon that did not last as long as it could have due to how it was and all that. But anyway, point is that he voiced Invader Zim, and he also voiced Alpha 5. So obviously everyone's going to compare their voices, like, is he good, is he bad, how do you compare it? You know, it's going to be interesting. So I am going to be looking at that closely to see how they, you know, portray him. But that's the same thing for all these characters, you know. You always want to see what they're going to do differently and what they're going to keep as far as similarities and differences, whether it be personality, visual characteristics, you know, attitude, all that stuff. Everyone is curious about how they're going to adjust it to this modern age and at the same time still make it reflect some aspects of the original show. We don't know yet, but I think that this is good, and I think that, you know, as more actors get announced, it will be interesting. Obviously, any other major actors, again, will probably be well-known actors, because it seems like other than the Rangers, all the main actors, those three at least so far, have been known names. They're not people that are like nobody knows. Like, sadly to say, but the Rangers themselves are not very well known. Personally, they have like one or two things that makes each of them known for like a little bit of something, but none of them are like big actors. These three actors that I announced before, Alpha 5, Zordon, and Rita, you know, Elizabeth Banks, Bryan Cranston, and Bill Hader, very well known. The Rangers, not so much. Some people know them, but nowhere near as much as those three actors are known. And even if you don't even know Bill Hader, you've like heard his voice a million times over. You probably just didn't even realize that you were listening to him. So yeah, just remember this now. It's a pretty cool cast. It's a pretty awesome thing. Like, I am looking forward to seeing what we get from this movie, because the more we hear these great actors being announced, the more excitement it is. And the fact that they also try to make it a big deal announcing these guests, doing posters and everything for each of the not guests, actors, for each of these major actors and all that, you know, it adds the hype. It brings things together. It shows, it like leads to this good attention. Because the thing is that they could just be like, we'll wait till the first trailer and, you know, give the list of actors there. No, they're not doing that. They're giving them over time, and that's so smart. And I'm not saying that other companies don't do that, because they totally do, but it's just like, I feel like they're doing it right. I feel like they're pacing themselves in weird but interesting ways, where it's like, you know, when we announce something, we don't just announce a little bit, we announce a lot. And then when we're done announcing a lot, we stop, then we come back again after a certain amount of time, and then we announce a whole lot more, and then we stop, and then we just keep on doing that. Just big chunks over time. That's basically how I see it, and it's good, but it's also annoying for the fans, because it's like they want information as soon as possible. So overall, I think Bill Hader is very exciting. I'm obviously going into certain tangents a little bit here, but I just wanted to bring it up. Just, it's interesting to know that Bill Hader will be playing Alpha 5, and I am looking forward to seeing how he does as an actor, and how this role will work for him, and how all these characters will play off of each other, because I am getting more and more excited for this movie as more actors, as more story, as more everything just comes about. So please leave your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Until then, guys, I am Crazy Santa 71 here. Remember to leave your comments, tell me what you guys think of this, and everything else, and I will see you guys then. Check my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page, and I will see you guys then. So bye bye, guys.